Hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we are going to understand how to send Discord channel notification for Plutio task. So are you also using these applications for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I'm doing the same. I'm managing a project management team, and for that what I want is that as soon as a new task is updated or created in my Plutio account, automatically with the help of the same task details, a Discord channel message should be sent to my team, notifying them about the new task. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Plutio and Discord. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to understand how to send Discord channel notification for Plutio task. So as you know that I manage a project management team and we use Plutio to track and assign tasks. So to keep everyone on the team updated on the task progress, I want to set up this automation. So what I want is as soon as a new task is added or updated right over here in my Plutio account, automatically a Discord channel message should be sent on this channel so that my team is notified about the new task. So by automating these notifications, we enhance the team communication and streamline our workflow. So this setup also ensures that our team members are immediately informed about the task changes, enabling them to stay on the top of their responsibilities and collaborate effectively. So to do all of this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, it is going to give us two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to send Discord channel notification for Plutio task. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action on this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So by this you can understand that the trigger commands the workflow and the actions are response towards that particular command only. So now without wasting much time, let's start with the automation. So for that we are going to select our trigger application. So our trigger application would be Plutio because I want that as soon as a new task is added, created, updated in my Plutio account, then my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as Plutio notification. And now you can see that it is giving me a webhook URL. So we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Plutio account and our Pabbly's workflow. So first I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and then we are going to follow this help text, and first it is saying log into your Plutio account, click on the settings. From settings page navigate to API managers. So over here I'm going to open my Plutio account, and as you can see that this is my account and I've already logged in it. So it is really advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. So now after opening my Plutio account, we have to go on settings. So over here you can see settings, so we are going to go on this, and after opening settings we have to go on API managers, and as you can see over here are the three webhooks that I've already created. So I'm going to create a new connection. For that we are going to click on create a connection, and now it is asking me for the connection name. So I'm going to name it as testing right over here, and then it is asking me for the API version, so I'm going to select as this only, and now it is asking me for the workspace. So as you can see that I've already selected my workspace, and then it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we are going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow right over here. And now over here you can see that there are many options. So in the help text it is saying select form created, form response created, etc. So as you can see that I've selected many right over here. If you wish you can select few also, but I'm going to select all right over here. And after selecting all of this, we are going to move on forward and click on create. And as soon as we are going to click on create, yes, we have successfully created this. Over here I'm going to open my API manager, and yes, you can see that we have successfully created a connection. So we are going to open this, and now we are going to switch on this right from here, which is in front of the webhook. So I'm going to switch on this, and yes, now after switching on this means that we have successfully created a connection. And now after doing this, it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission, and in order to do the test submission, we are going to open up Plutio again, and we are going to go on task. So I'm going to create a new task. For that we are going to click on add new task, and now it is asking me for the project. So I'm going to select the project as this. It is asking me for the board, so I'm not going to select it because this is not the required field. We are going to leave the group also as blank. We are going to add the title of the task as review project proposal, and then for the description of the task I want it to be review the latest project proposal for the upcoming client meeting, ensure that all the key points are covered, and provide feedbacks or suggested edits. And now for the start date, I want it to be today itself, 11. Then I'm going to click on confirm, and then for the due date I want it to be tomorrow, 11. So I'm going to click on confirm, and after doing this we are going to move on forward. We are going to assign this to someone. Over here you can see the same, so we are going to assign it, and as you can see that we have successfully did all of this. So now we are going to click on create task, and yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new task. Over here you can see the task details. Over here you can see the description, the title, and the rest of the details. So yes, with this we have successfully created a task. Over here you can see the same. So now with this we have successfully did the test submission, and now what will happen is that as soon as we did the test submission, Pabbly will capture the response of this submission. So I'm going to open my workflow, and we are going to wait for a few seconds so that Pabbly can capture the response of the submission we made just now. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here you can see the title review project proposal. We are going to look on forward for the start date. Over here you can see the start date. We are going to move on forward. We are going to look for the due date and another details. Over here you can see the due date and the description too that we entered. You can see this, and yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now we are going to move on to our action step. So for our action application, we are going to select Discord right over here. So I'm going to search for Discord because I want to send a channel notification. So as you can see the same, so we are going to select it, and now for the action event we are going to select it as send channel message HTML, and then we are going to click on connect. And as soon as we are going to click on connect, you can see that now it is asking me for the webhook URL, and to get this webhook URL we are going to click on this hyperlink which says follow these steps to get your webhook URL from your Discord account. And as soon as we are going to click on this, you are going to see that over here are all these steps by which you can get your webhook URL. So I'm going to show it to you. We are going to open our Discord first, and as soon as we are going to open our Discord, we have to select our server, and now after selecting the server we are going to go on this drop down menu and then server settings. And now after reaching here we have to go from the left side bars to integrations and then view webhooks, and over here you can see all the webhooks that I've already created. So if you wish you can definitely create a new, so you can click on new webhook to create a new, but I'm going to use one from this only which I've created for the new task. Over here you can see new task, so I'm going to use this only. So as you can see that I named this as new task, and then for the channel also I selected this which is new task. So this is the channel I want to send the messages in. So you have to keep in mind that you have to select the channel you want to send the messages in. So yes, I have selected this, and now I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and then we are going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the message, so I want the message to be new task update alert. Over here you can see that I've inserted BR tags because over here you can see that it is saying enter the message content in basic HTML format only. So you have to keep in mind that you have to insert the BR tags if you want to give line spaces. And as you can see that I've entered the message as this, but over here you can see that I've left these spaces in front of task name, description, description and due date, because we are going to map this. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Plutio as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new task updated or every new response received in my Plutio. So I'm going to give you an example that over here in front of the task name, suppose I'm going to enter XYZ right over here manually, then this will not change with every new response received because this is static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, suppose I'm going to look for the title right over here, and as you can see the title, so if I'm going to map it from the previous response, then yes, this will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. So we are going to map the description too, so I'm going to search for it, and as you can see the same, so we are going to map this too. And yes, now it is asking me for the due date, so we are going to map it too, so I'm going to look for it, and as you can see that due date is in not the desired format. As you can see that this is the due date, but we can't understand it properly. So first we are going to format this and make it in our desired format. So to do this, first we are going to add another action step right over here between our trigger and action, and now for the action application we are going to select it as date time formatter. So it is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the date and time. And now for the action event we are going to select it as format date with time zone, and then we are going to click on connect, and as soon as we are going to click on connect, it is asking me for the date which we have to format. So I'm going to enter the due date right over here. We are going to map it, as you can see the same, so we are going to map it. So due date is this, and now we are going to select the from format. So for the from format, as you can see that this is the from format, so I'm going to select this, and now it is asking me for the to format. So my desired format is, that is I'm going to select right over here, so I'm going to look for it, and as you can see that this is my desired format, so I'm going to select it. And after selecting this, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the from time zone, so it is UTC time zone, so I'm going to select UTC right over here, and then we are going to select it, and now it is asking me for the to time zone, so we are going to select Asia Kolkata, so I'm going to search for it, and then we are going to select it. And now after doing all of this, we are going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that we have received the response over here. You can see that this is the due date that we entered in our task. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this, and now we are going to move on to our Discord again, and now we are going to map this same due date received over here. We're going to open the date time formatter result, and as you can see the due date, so we are going to map this same right over here, and after mapping this we are going to move on forward. Where you can see that I've completed my message, and now it is asking me for the bot name. So if you wish, you can definitely add a bot name right over here which you want to send the message as, and also a bot icon, but this is not the required field, so I'm going to leave it as blank. And now it is asking me for the text to speech, so I'm going to keep it as disable only. If you wish, you can definitely keep it as enabled too. And after entering the details which are required, we are going to click on save and send test request, and as soon as we are going to click on save and send test request, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully sent a new message on our Discord channel. So I'm going to open my Discord and check for the new message sent. So I'm going to open my Discord, and now we are going to go back to our channel, and yes, you can see that we have sent a new message on our channel, new task update alert. Over here you can see the task name that we entered, the task description, and the due date. Over here you can see that we have successfully sent a Discord channel message. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another test submission. For that I'm going to open my Plutio again, and we are going to create a new task. So I'm going to click on new task, and now for the project again we are going to select it as same only. We are not going to select board and group because these are not required. We are going to select the title right over here as design new landing page. For the description I'm going to keep it as create a new landing page designed for upcoming marketing campaign. So now for the start, we are going to keep it as 10th of August 3 p.m. So I'm going to keep it as 3 p.m. And then for the due date, we are going to keep it as 12th of August, again 3 p.m. So I'm going to keep it as the same. And yes, you can see that we have successfully kept it as this. And now it is asking me for the assignee. So now I'm not going to assign it to someone. I'm just going to create a task. So I'm going to click on create task right over here. As soon as we are going to do this, yes, you can see that we have successfully created a new task. Over here, you can see the description, which which is this, and over here you can see the title, which is design a new landing page. And yes, we have successfully created this task, and now this means that we have successfully did the test submission. And this also means that Plutio has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent a new Discord channel message notifying our team that we have to do a new task. So I'm going to open my Discord and check that if we have sent a new channel message or not. And yes, this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on C1 send test request. I'll directly open my Discord right from here only. And yes, you can see that we have received a new Discord message. Over here you can see the task name, the description, and the due date that we entered. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. So for the trigger application we selected Plutio. For the trigger event we selected Plutio notification. For the action application we selected date time formatter by Pabbly, and then for the action event we selected format date with time zone. For the action application again we selected Discord, and then for the action event we selected send channel message, because I wanted that as soon as a new Plutio notification is received, automatically a channel message should be sent on my Discord notifying my team. So with this setup ensures that our team members are immediately informed about the new task changes, enabling them to stay on the top of their responsibilities and collaborate effectively. So by automating these notifications, we can enhance the team communication and streamline our workflow. So yes, we have successfully completed this. As you can see that these are the 2 messages I sent during this video with the help of my workflow. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.